Hey guys, it's me, Secret D, coming to you in the morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I missed the strawberry letter today because I was yapping on the phone. So I'm actually going to talk about in a letter. I actually read Zane, Zane the author. She moved it, but she had some like letters, like an advice type thing on Facebook, and I read them, and I generally did not even think about speaking on them. But now that I'm in my car, I'm like, oh, I could talk about that because I missed my letter this morning. um One in particular I wanted to write in. Jesus Christ, I'm talking about letters and I'm talking about writing. Speak on. I'm gonna try to make it quick. I did the drop offs for the morning, so we don't think anybody's gonna hear. But I don't want to be sitting in this car for that long, and I don't want to walk out the car and be talking to you. So here we go. It's like two parts, because one part is the woman who wrote in, and then the other part was the man who wrote in to give his perspective, which I thought was like, oh, okay, other side type thing. So first, the woman wrote in saying that she was dating this guy, I'm guessing, I don't remember, for like maybe 2 years. Nothing serious, kind of like a booty call, friends with benefits type situation. She ended up getting pregnant with twins, and he didn't really want to be with her, XYZ. Then she's like, oh, he finally wants to be with me, and I had to make him cut off his friends. And there's one woman that he keeps talking to, like she has a hold on him, and I can't understand why he can't stop talking to her, because he said he cut her off, and then now he's talking to her again. But we're gonna try to be a family, this, that, and the third. And then she goes on to say something like she got pregnant again, and he's finally home, but he's still talking to this woman. Da, 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 right? I'm paraphrasing. It's a lot more detail in there, but I read it a while ago, so we'll see if I go back to that. So the guy writes in and basically says that he was sleeping with this chick, and he met this other lady who he basically fell in love with, right? Timing wasn't good. I think she was with somebody. So, they was just friends, and he was dealing with this chick with the benefits, right? Then he got the chick pregnant. The other woman that he wants to be with is now single, but now he has to tell her that this chick is pregnant, and she basically like, yo, figure that out type thing. And he's like, okay, so he's gonna try to stay with this lady because she got pregnant, but his heart is really with this other woman. So to make his relationship work, he tried to cut off this lady on the side to be with this lady, and I guess be drama free, if you want to say that. And she ends up getting pregnant again with another set of twins. And he tells the lady this, and he feels like he hurt this lady, the lady that he was initially in love with from the jump. So he's going through all of his emotions behind that. So basically he's saying that he never wanted the woman that has now his 4 kids, because she got pregnant with 2 sets of twins. He always wanted the other woman, who I don't even know if he's gonna try to be with her. I have to go check. But the tidbit from this is, I might have to do a part 2 to explain the stories better. But the part of this that I want to discuss is the fact of the matter that on her end, the lady's like, oh, we're just friends with benefits. He told me he didn't want nothing else. And then she was on some, oh, we finally gonna be together type thing, blah 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 blah, right? And then you have his side of it saying the same thing, friends with benefits, nothing else. And then it's kind of like, oh, well, I told her I didn't want anything, but she happened to get pregnant, so I decided to blah 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 blah, right? Or I think he said she lied about being on birth control, if I'm not mistaken. So now here we go. For one, men always say, oh, I thought she was on birth control. I thought she was on birth control. I thought she was on birth control. If you don't see her take this shit every day, you cannot say, oh, I thought she was on birth control. Like, you want to believe it, but if you know, unfortunately, if the woman is trying to be with you and wants you to be more than just having sex, a lot of women will try to get pregnant because they feel like that's going to foster a different type of relationship and give you some kind of tie to them. As we know, this does not work, but a lot of women feel like if I have his baby, he's gonna stay with me, or he don't have no choice but to be with me, or he's gonna love me more. Especially if the guy doesn't have children, I feel like they feel like, oh, it's gonna be his first kid, he should act XYZ way. But a lot of times that's not the case. If they don't want to have a kid with you, then it don't matter if it's first or his 10th, he's not gonna check for you like that just because you have his kid. So I feel like this young lady had the twins and was like, okay, this is it type thing. And even though his words didn't match his actions, I always say when people tell you who they are, believe them. And when they show you, even better. So for me, the fact of the matter, he kept hiding this other female's contact, he's talking to her for this time or what have you, and he's supposed to have cut her off. Like, for that, that's a red flag. And trust me, I know about red flags, and I know about ignoring red flags, and they don't get you anywhere good. You know what I mean? So yeah. So this young lady ignored that red flag, which is the fact that he keeps reaching out to this woman. She's saying, I don't know what the hold is she has on him. It doesn't matter what it is. You don't have to know. What you have to know is that you asked him to stop and he didn't. He feels like he can't. That's all you need to know, because that means that that lady is more important to him, for him to have in his life, than you. He's willing to lose you, piss you off, whatever, just to keep in contact with this lady. So that's what she needs to understand. But what I do not like is the fact that these men will continue to have sex with people that they don't see a future with. Me personally, if I'm not in a relationship, I really try not to have sex. It clouds vision. So it makes people think things. By people, I don't mean me, I mean usually the other party. I know I'm a woman and y'all be like, oh, women just can't have sex and da-da-da-da. Personally, I can. I just choose not to. I'm at a point in my life where I'm just like, it's not necessary. So if I don't have any kind of real emotions and feelings, I'm not having sex with you. And if I'm not in a relationship or exclusively dating or something, I don't think I'm gonna have sex with you, because if I have feelings for you and you don't want to be in a relationship with me, or you don't see us entering into a relationship, or you don't want to be in a relationship, period, and you tell me this, I'm not having sex with you. I've done that in the past, and yes, we did end up being in a relationship, but I really feel like the start of it was not good. So I would not do that again. This is a live and learn situation, right? And no, I'm not an expert, but I know what I've been through, so I know what I don't want to do again. So I'm just going to speak on what I know. So personally speaking, I don't suggest you just have sex with somebody, because a lot of times women, yes, I'm saying women, even though I don't think this applies to me, but women tend to catch feelings quicker than men. But men catch feelings also, especially off of the physical, because men are more physical than women. They're also more visual than women, but I feel like a lot of men, that's how they connect their feelings. So even if he likes you or he's feeling you, I feel like once he has sex, it goes to another level. Because I've been, in my lifetime, I've been dating people, and my name is Esther, and we have sex and we wake up in the morning and my name is now Babe. I never hear Esther again. Like, it's just like we had sex and now I'm baby, and we in like an insta relationship. So that's what I mean by not having sex with people that you don't have feelings for, or people that you do not want to be in a relationship with. And that goes for men and women, because again, it happens. Obviously, I'm not going to go from Esther to babe if there aren't any feelings already there, which there were. But it was kind of funky. Like, it just kind of happened kind of thing. And I also make a point not to do that anymore. I feel like a conversation is needed at every step of the way. So when we're just dating, and when we're going to go from dating to exclusively dating, I think that's a conversation that needs to be had. And then when you go from exclusively dating to in a relationship, that's also a conversation that needs to be had. I don't think you should assume anything. People want to say, oh, it happens organically. No, it does not. So if you want to just be like, oh yeah, we're sleeping together, now we're in a relationship, you might think you're in a relationship because you're having sex with this person on a regular basis, but they might not think they're in a relationship with you because you never had that conversation to say, oh yeah, I'm in a relationship. You know what I mean? So I really suggest that y'all have conversations about these things, and don't be afraid. I mean, I feel like a lot of times it's rejection. Like, you be like, oh, we should be in a relationship, and then be like, nah, and then you feel like your feelings gonna be hurt. But I think the rejection would be better than you assuming and getting your feelings hurt because they don't want to be exclusive, or they don't want to have sex with just you. They don't want to be in a relationship with you, even if they are exclusive. So there are a lot of things to think here, but my main thing is this: stop having sex with people that you don't want a relationship with. So it's kind of like and for me, I find like it's men more, because most of the times women have sex with people that they have feelings for. Majority women do that more than men, let's put it that way. Again, this is not that type of situation where I'm gonna have statistics for you. I don't know, I could be wrong, but generally speaking, from life and what I've heard and what I've seen and what I kind of know, that's how it goes. Men will could have sex with somebody with no intention of ever being with them, with no really feelings connected to them, with nothing there but just having a good time or having fun or whatever. I feel like men will do that more than women, right? But why not wear a condom? Why not do it? Like, because then y'all turn around and be like, oh, she trapped me, or oh, I don't know why she's keeping this baby. Because she's pregnant. You got her pregnant. That's why she's keeping the baby. Like, you should have had that conversation before you raw dogged her. And if you get pregnant, what are you going to do? And even then, it's not really solidified, because you don't know what you're going to do until you actually get pregnant. And it's one of those things that a man can never understand, because a man cannot get pregnant. So that's something that you don't have no say on. Like, y'all want to be like, oh, we should have rights too. No, you shouldn't. You have rights when you chose to stick it in. You had the right to do it or the right not to do it. So you did it. That's it. You get her pregnant, you got to do it whatever she decides, right? Her body, her choice. Your body, your choice. You chose to stick it in. Now it's her choice. You see how that goes? Take turns. And I'm going to say it again, even though this is not that video. Once you have that baby, if he does not want it, it's also his choice to not be involved. Unfortunately, that is the way it goes. If he tells you he does not want to have a baby with you, and you decide to have that baby, then please stop expecting these men to all of a sudden be instant daddies and be involved. Because a lot of times they don't want to, because they don't want to be with you, and y'all be mad bitter because they don't want to be with you. So stop it. Everybody just stop it. But anyway, that was my thing. Like, I feel like too many men have sex with women that they don't have no attachments to. And I spoke on this from that other video where I was talking about the podcast, because dude was having sex with a female and then told her like, oh, you're not my type thing. Like, I feel like this is a common occurrence amongst men, and I feel like women, because of how they feel, they don't question. And I'm glad she ended up asking him, like, what is this? But I feel like a lot of people don't do that. Like, they just have sex and they just keep going like, oh, we're having sex. Ooh. And it really should be more thought into it, especially if your feelings are involved. But my takeaway is, stop having sex with people that you don't want to have kids with. That's it. There's always a potential for you to get somebody pregnant, or for you to get pregnant yourself. So please don't be like, oh, we're just having fun, this, that, and the third. Because no, have fun with somebody that you have a genuine connection with, or you have genuine feelings for, or someone you actually like, someone you actually get along with. And even though kids may not be the plan, it can happen. It can always happen. It takes one time. So that's the takeaway. But again, I might do another video to go into the letters and maybe to read them, so y'all could see exactly what was said, because it's kind of intricate and involved. But I think it's actually cool to have both sides of the story. But that's my main takeaway from their situation. He shouldn't have been having sex with her if he knew he didn't want her. Like, the moment that he knew this woman that he wanted to marry or whatever, then he should have stopped having sex with this chick that he ended up having kids with. And unfortunately, people don't think like that, because he was on some, oh, I'll just have fun while I'm waiting type thing. And that's not really necessary, honestly. If you don't want this woman, that's not the woman that you see yourself with, then you should not be having sex with her. And the same thing for men. A lot of women have sex with men, same difference. The relationship is shitty, but the sex is good, so I'm gonna keep fucking him. Now I'm pregnant, and now we have a baby, and I'm miserable, and I don't understand why he doesn't want to be a family. You didn't even like him in the first place. You were just fucking him because the sex was good. And now you think you could lock down the dick because you had his baby? No. First baby, second baby, last baby, 10th baby. It doesn't matter. If he don't want to be with you, he's not going to be with you because you have his kids. All right? Stop having sex with people that we don't see futures with. That's the takeaway. And stop having babies to try to get men to stay with you. That's the other takeaway. All right.